When he was 2 years old, Mateo had a fever. We made an appointment with our pediatrician, and after the results came back from her lab work, she called me and she said, "Is Mateo at home? Keep him at home, pack a bag. You have to go straight to Nicklaus Children's Hospital immediately." And she said either he has a virus that's suppressing his immune system or he has cancer.
So when you're talking about pediatric oncology, there are certain events that are tattooed in your brain. And one of those events is when you have to go and talk to a patient or talk to parents and explain to them that their child has cancer.
It's crazy because you think it has to be a mistake, and you start thinking, what have you done wrong? What have you done right? Is it something that you did? Is it hereditary? And you start thinking back at all kinds of things that could have happened.
It's the worst. It's the nightmare you could never dream.
Once the patient receives the news and the parents receive the news of what it is, then what you need to do is actually start chemotherapy. Treatment for pediatric leukemia, acute lymphoblastic leukemia, which is a kind of leukemia that Mateo had, is a very long treatment, 2.5 to 3.5 years. So the treatment has to be started as soon as possible.
We trusted him, and I'm really thankful that we did. He's a great doctor. You really feel that he's vested in the success of the treatment and the health of your child.
He went in at 2 years old and he barely spoke, and we've basically seen him grow during his time at the hospital. So we took a leap of faith, trusted into their system, and I have to say that we're grateful for them.
The nurses were amazing. I mean, up with you all night and all day and helping you out and checking on you. And I think they have one of the toughest jobs in the world. We always felt that we had direct access to our doctors, to information. And the last chemo was in the hospital through the port. The last oral medicine was home. We actually had Maya, Mateo's sister, give him the last medicine in a syringe here at home, and we photographed it and had a sign up. It's been 5 years, coming up on 5 years since Mateo finished treatment. And that's really a huge marker for us, because that means that the risk of recurrence is so low. It's as low as you or I getting cancer, actually.
The response I often get when I tell people I'm a pediatric oncologist is, "This just happened the other day. Oh my God, that's awful." And I think I have the greatest job in the world. And I don't just say that to say that, I really mean it. And the reason is we have tremendous amount of success when you're talking about treating children with cancer, especially children with leukemia. So the overall survival rate right now in pediatric leukemia is above 95% in certain cases. The majority is still well above 90%. Again, I think we're far from getting to where we want to be, because we want to reach that 100%. But every day I feel we're getting closer and closer.